Good morning, students. Today we will start our motion chapter. Already I have given you homework regarding the table in page number 31, table 2.1. Did you all completed, children, that one? If you haven't completed, please complete that. Okay? Now, in this motion chapter, we have studied in the last class only regarding the definition of motion. What we said, any objects which are moving objects, we call them as motion. Or if any object changes its position with respect to time, we call it as motion. Okay? Now today our topic is types of motion. We will read about types of motion. Now in this you have different types of motion. First one is translatory motion. What is that one? Translatory motion. Okay? Now in this translatory motion, today's date is 23rd. Okay? Translatory motion, second one is circular motion, third one is oscillatory motion, fourth is periodic motion, fifth one is random motion, sixth is non-periodic motion. These are the different types of motion. Okay? Today we will read these motions with certain examples in our daily life. First one, what it is? Translatory motion. See, translatory motion means any object, if it covers equal distances in equal intervals of a time. That means, suppose a person is riding a bicycle. He moves for 10 seconds 1 kilometer. Let us assume. Again, next 10 more seconds, that is 20 seconds, 2 kilometers, like this, 3 kilometers for 30 seconds. Equal distances in equal intervals of a time. Such type of a motion is called translatory motion. See here, you have seen a translatory motion is, if a person is driving a car, sometimes he may be changing his speed. Okay? But if a person travels equal distances in equal intervals of time, same distance, 10 kilometers per hour, equal distance, again 10 kilometers per hour, again 10 kilometers per hour, equal distances in equal intervals of a time, we call it as a translatory motion. Okay? This translatory motion is again divided into two types. One, we call it as rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion. Translatory is again divided into two types. One is rectilinear motion and the another one is curvilinear motion. Now, first we study what do we mean by rectilinear motion. Any object, if it moves along a straight line, such motion is called as a rectilinear motion. See, firing a bullet from a gun, holding a gun like this, there will be a trigger at the bottom of the gun. You will be firing the bullet, then the bullet will be coming up. Rectilinear means a body moving in a straight line. Any object, if it is moving along a straight line, place a ball on the ground, just kick the ball slowly. It moves, it can move in any direction. Slowly if you kick, then it will move in a straight line. Curvilinear, you can see this rectilinear motion in parks also, like a boy sliding on a slider. If you have a textbook, open page number 32. See here, the boy is sliding on a slider. A bullet fired from a gun. These are certain examples for rectilinear motion. The boy will be moving along a straight line. The bullet is coming out from the gun and moving along a straight line. Such thing is called as a rectilinear motion. Now what do we mean by curvilinear motion? Curvilinear means there must be some curve in the motion of the object. That means position. Changing the position of the object must be in the form of a curve. See, stand on the from the top of a building, throw a stone downwards. It moves like a curve like this. Okay, this is called as a curvilinear motion. Or if you stand like this, here if you stand and throw a stone like this, what happens? It will move in this way. Yes, this is called as a curvilinear motion. Now how can we define a curvilinear motion? Any object which moves in the form of a curve is called as curvilinear motion. Following children? First we said translatory motion means any object which is in motion by covering same distances in same time. Again it is divided into rectilinear and curvilinear. If an object moves along a straight line, it is rectilinear. If it moves along a curve, it is curvilinear. Okay? Next, circular motion, or we call it as a rotatory motion. See, circular. In the name itself you have the idea. What can you say about that? If an object moves in the form of a circle, you have been playing, tie a stone to a thread and drill it like this. It will be moving in the form of a circle. Yes? Children sitting in a merry-go-round. They will be sitting in the merry-go-round. Everyone will be moving in the circle. It's a circular motion. We have seen a potter making a pot, like a bullock cart wheel will be there. He will be placing some mud on that and he will be rotating the pot. In order to make the pot, he will be rotating the wheel there. Then you will be getting a pot. It's a circular motion. If you want, you can see in your page number figure 2.4. Circular path, potter's wheel, motion of the earth, motion of the moon around the earth. Our moon, satellite, it is moving around the earth. It's a circular motion. Next, oscillatory motion. This is important, children. Oscillatory. Here, where we can see this oscillatory motion. Listen, new terms, to and fro motion is called as oscillatory motion. To and fro means you have seen pendulum clocks. Pendulum clocks will be there. The pendulum will be moving like this. Pendulum, for each 1 hour, this pendulum will be moving like this. You will be hearing a sound there. To and fro motion is called as an oscillatory motion. Next, you can also see a person, in order to stitch your clothes. Where do you go? To a tailor. Tailor you will be going. Sewing machine. Sewing machine. She or he will be having a machine there. With the feet she will be rotating one wheel to the machine. And to the machine you will be having a needle there. This needle, it will be moving up and down when stitching is going on. You all saw that. This is also called as oscillatory motion. To and fro motion. The best example is your pendulum clocks is an oscillatory motion. Okay. Next, a periodic motion. This is a motion that repeats after regular intervals of time. What do you mean by that? It's a motion, periodic. Motion will be repeating. Repeating means, suppose here earth is there, around this moon will be rotating. The motion is repeating every day. Why moon is rotating? We are getting day and nights. Yes or no? This motion of the moon repeating at regular intervals of time. Hence, because of this motion of the earth and the moon, we will have 24 hours per day. Yes or no? And also in a year we will have 365 days. Regular intervals of a time. If the motion repeats, we call it as a periodic motion. Okay? The best example is our moon rotating around the earth. Okay, children? Next, random motion. Random means the motion will be done in any direction. See, there will be a fly. Fly you have seen at our home. The fly will be moving in itself. That means it can move in any direction. Such motion is called as a random motion. Or we have studied matter. Inside the solid or liquid or a gas, molecules will be there. These molecules will be moving in different directions. Yes or no? They can move. ఎట్టయినా వాటి ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టు మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. That type of a motion is called as a random motion. The best example is molecules inside a matter. Okay, children, we have studied 5 types of motion. The sixth one is non-periodic motion. What do you mean by periodic motion? We said motion is repeating. Here, periodic motion, the motion is repeating at equal intervals of a time. Hence, oscillatory motion, your pendulum clock also, is it repeating its motion or not? Hence, periodic motion can also be called as oscillatory. Okay, motion is repeating at regular intervals of a time is called periodic motion. Non-periodic motion, opposite of your periodic motion. The motion which is not repeating at regular intervals of a time is called non-periodic motion. See, I am moving my hands. I am moving my legs. I can move. If I want to stop, I will stop. Swinging of your hands, swinging of your legs, they are not at the regular intervals of a time. Okay, breathing. Exhale and inhale. Your heart. Like this, these are all non-periodic motion. Okay, this is regarding your types of motion. In the next class, we will study about simple pendulum. Okay, today your homework is, note down your homework, children. Write the different types of motion and explain each with suitable examples. Okay, children, thank you.